What up all my hoodlums, hooligans, knuckleheads, players and pimps, slaves and simps, hoes and freaks, nerds and geeks, strippers and tippers, thugs and gorillas, soldiers and kings, goddesses and queens, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, niggas and bitches, and you sophisticated motherfuckers alike. Welcome to Hip Hop's biggest fan. And today, I'm with YR3 and Mr. Mahad. How y'all brothers doing? Man?
Shit, cool.
Cool. Y'all got some shit, yo.
Cool.
I checked y'all out. You sent me y'all got some shit.
That ain't even half the shit.
Okay, that ain't even half the shit. You should have sent me the other shit. They ain't out yet.
Yeah.
No, we actually just went to the studio recently.
Yeah, we finalizing a lot of the shit. We had to revamp. I had to revamp up a lot of the shit that I had on like just iTunes and all that. It was just a lot of stuff going on. But
okay.
No, definitely. Yeah, I always tell everybody definitely by I'll say end of this month. To me, last month of the summer. So.
Yeah. Okay, because I want to say you sent me was it 4 or 5 joints.
Right.
And they were all different. They were all different.
Yeah,
that's what we try to do.
And it's well balanced.
Yeah, that's what we try to do.
And I'm gonna tell you, it sound good.
We appreciate that.
I'm just being like it just sound good. It don't sound like, cause I'm gonna keep it this funky with y'all. I done had people hit me up like, yo, I'm gonna fuck with you. Oh, yo, send me your shit. I'm gonna check you out.
Right.
I'm like, yo, this your first thing you ever recorded?
Right.
And they like, yeah. I'm like, nigga, I can tell.
Right.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know, even if this was y'all first shit, which it probably ain't, you wouldn't sound. It don't sound like it. You know what I'm saying? This shit sound good, yo. Between the keep it 100, don't lie to me.
Yeah.
The oh shit, why the fuck am I? This shit escaping my mind. The money committee.
Yeah,
and the other one. It's a slower song, and it's like y'all at the graveyard and shit.
Life is real.
Life is real. Thank you. All right.
Yeah,
they all different.
Yeah. That's what we try to do though. We ain't trying to stay in one lane.
Right. No, diversity.
Right.
Yeah. Y'all showing y'all
that trap, like the trap. To me,
it's
trap
easy.
is easy.
It's
like,
too easy.
Like it ain't really long. The beat make more of the music than anything. You know what I mean? But that's just the easy. Of course, that's what everybody do. We're not gonna act like we never wrote or recorded to a trap beat. But still, we just try to, like you said, we try to have a balance with it.
Yeah,
so,
versatility.
Yeah, if I'm gonna have this trap beat over here, all right, we got the R&B right here, and it's like, okay, all right, people who just they going through something.
I like that don't lie to me shit.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? That's everybody's favorite track.
Word.
Yep.
I like that shit.
Like, I guess because it's different. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people go in with that, like, all right, it's about to be something maybe that I hadn't heard of, and just be like, oh, like.
Yeah.
Y'all did that, like, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a little surprise, like, y'all recorded that for real? Like,
you wouldn't expect us to go ahead and...
Right.
But it's some real shit. Like,
right.
These are things that men, women, even as men, like, we go through.
Right.
I don't give a fuck how tough you are, nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All that tough shit is whatever it is for, but when you dealing with your lady, significant other, come on, yo, like...
Right.
You know, I as a hip hop fan, I always appreciate vulnerability.
Right.
That's like to me the greatest records.
Right.
From anybody, even though sometimes they might not be the biggest hit or whatever, but they're some of the most. They're some of my personal favorites.
Right.
But I want to take this shit to the beginning. Yo, I don't know who wants to start first. When did y'all start rhyming or even making music, yo?
It really do start
like
off.
It kind of started with me, but like me, I want to say probably like middle school. That's when I like started writing, jotting stuff down.
Okay.
I wasn't recording or nothing. It literally just me like just writing stuff down. Like I just always was that type of just thinker, like the looking at everybody else and then learning from other people's mistakes. Like I was just real in tune with a lot of things.
Right.
As a youngin', like at real young, like the 10, 11, 12. So just by me doing that, writing. Definitely by the time I hit about 11th, 12th grade is probably when I recorded my first track.
Okay.
But I write probably way more than I record, just cause like me, it's like it's therapy with me. Like I know that sounds cliche as hell, but like with me, it's like when I write like as a youngin', you know what I mean? It was like I just always had a lot of stuff going through my brain. And I'm just like, all right, writing was like more of a creative way. Like, all right, how creative I can get with this feeling that supposedly a lot of people go through. Like, what can I write? What can I, you know what I mean? It just is always moving. Once I started recording and I had some little bit of years and experience with it, then it was like naturally as I started getting cool with people, cool with him, his older brother Beezy.
The one just right here.
Okay.
Yeah, the ones right here. You know, as I got cool with them and as I started hearing people liking to do music and this, I'm like, well, shit, if I'm already going to the studio and recording, if y'all really want to do music, come fuck with me.
Right.
So then, next thing you know, it just so happened to where that's when I met him.
Yeah.
And he just always had a ear for it. Like, even before he really expressed that he wanted to record, like, he just liked hearing those instrumentals and those beats. And he liked hearing everybody else rap. You could tell he was thinking this shit, you know what I mean? But he liked it like that, in a sense like that.
You was working on some shit on the low.
Oh, no.
In my mind, like to me, like it's like niggas. I was writing raps and shit, but I ain't telling nobody yet because I wasn't. He like you wasn't ready yet. But I'm listening. I don't know. Please tell me your story, brother. I didn't mean to make it up for you.
I'm gonna say this. My homeboy, he just reminded me that when I was in elementary school, I used to write raps in the book in elementary school.
Right.
But I had like 30 features on that motherfucker. So. So each person had like 4 lines and shit on one song. So, but then like over like middle school, high school, I just left that shit alone. And like right around the time I got out of school, I started hanging with him, met up with him through my brother.
Okay.
And then after that, I was always in the mix in the streets and shit.
Right.
It was just the way that I could get away from the streets. And I had a kid in high school.
Okay.
So I couldn't keep doing the same shit, right around doing dumb shit all the time. So he'd keep taking me. It went from ad-libs to fucking one verse to a whole song. So I say far from like starting in elementary school, but I really say him because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even went back to the music.
Okay.
I would have said fuck this.
Right.
So I say part of him too.
Even one of y'all remember one of y'all first rhymes?
Hell
No, but I don't remember the rhyme, but I was telling this story on another interview we did. My very, not just jotting stuff down, like me actually having a verse, like me like going intention, like I'm gonna write this 16 bars.
Okay.
6th grade, it was my homie TB, rest in peace. And I just remember this one day, this is like every other time I might jot down a couple lines here and there, and then of course I'm like, dang, I got it. This is probably one of the first times I was chilling with my homie Tim, and he literally said like, yo, look, you swear we always freestyle, and I already know you can rap better than me. So, and something we had to do where he had to go home, I had to go home. He was like, all right, yo, you go ahead and write your 16, I'm gonna write my 16. By the time we get back here later, we gonna see who's harder, who got the better verse. I was like, cool. Man, I go in the house, I'm writing, oh my gosh. I know it was crazy. Like, I was just going in. Couldn't think of the last line of the verse. So the whole time, after I call him, we meet up, I'm like, shit, I need to think of something. I want to say it was DMX. It was a line from a DMX song.
Okay.
One of his early, it was an early song. And I used one of DMX lines in my last verse, right? So I'm rapping my verse, the stuff that I wrote. My homeboy Tim just looking like, oh, like, what in the hell? Literally, I got to that very last line and they said the DMX. He was like, that's a DMX line. He was like, no, you tried to play me. No.
No.
You owe me this. Like, I was like, shit. I was like, still, yeah, it was all fun and games at the time. But that's still, in a sense, kind of probably like subconsciously, it has to, like, with me, now it's like I always gotta write something new. Like I don't want to write nothing, or he kind of even use the same phrases as I did before.
Right. Right.
Nah, like that just made me know. Like when I go somewhere and we about to record or we about to go here to do something with music, be prepared because you don't know what these other people. You know what I mean? Like in hindsight, yo, I learned so much just from that very first situation. And somebody knowing that one line, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but it caused me like now it's like I can write in so many different areas. I'm thinking of so many lines. I'm way more creative, of course, because I'm older. It's not 6th grade anymore.
Right.
So it's just like now it's more like I'm the creative juices to say something new, something to think about, something whoop-de-whoop.
Okay, what you saying that, yo? What is like y'all creative process? Like, do y'all like even like I don't know who or how y'all get y'all production, how y'all do y'all songwriting. What's y'all method to y'all madness, yo? You talking about the creativity?
For me, I say we go off the beat first.
Like you let it talk to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like so.
We go off the beat first.
And he's type 2, like some of his best verses that I've heard from him, kind of, I don't want to say sad to say, he writes the best when he's going through something at that moment in his life. You know what I mean? Of course, you know what I mean? Stress like you said, like, stress reliever for him too. You know what I mean? So it's just like, when he write, I could already tell, like, if he going through something, I already know. By the time he either hear another beat, whatever, he talking about writing a verse, I already know it's going to be fire, because he going through stuff, just like any man, you know what I mean? But
it's pretty much like talking to a therapist,
right?
And what they call unpacking,
right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just doing it on this, whatever, your phone, the piece of paper, on this track.
Yeah, right. You know what I mean? So, and a lot of times with a lot of the beats too that we get, I'll probably say a good 80% of the time it's a beat that he found. Like he got that, he has a real good ear, a great ear for beats, and I'm not just talking about trap. Anything. It could be R&B, anything, some real live songs. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of them.
You said the first thing you said was we don't just make trap music. We make all type of different.
No, it's very versatile.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's just like, and a lot of times he finds the beat first. Like he's a very great beat picker. Like he's
some people really good at that shit.
Like he's like, and it's crazy.
They got that ear.
I can go on to producers or going on websites, apps. I can be listening to beats 5-6 days, then listen to 500 instrumentals, and I'll be like, dang, like yo, these four I found, and they be dope. They be the great beats. He'll go look at whatever, or he'll meet up with somebody one time. Within like 2 hours, he'll find 5 to 10 dope ass like bangers. I'm like, shit, like is this a coincidence of it all? Is it ear? But I know he's in tune with that. Like he can hear.
I'm more of the beat maker. He more of the writer.
Right. Like,
okay.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Because like with me, like the writing with me, just because I started so early, it's always been kind of therapeutic for me. I'm writing even if I don't have a beat. Like I'm at work, wherever, I'm on vacation or something, I'm writing something down.
I just had an idea. I don't know, y'all tell me how y'all feel about this. I'll be wondering if things like that, I guess what people may consider gifts, talents, I don't know. I wonder if that shit is like genetic. Like if that shit is in our DNA somehow. I don't know, I'm just saying, I don't know where this thought came from. It's probably because I'm going through some personal shit about some DNA shit. Right. Discovering something at my age, but certain shit is just in you.
And I'm telling you.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't even explain it. Like you were talking about, I can listen to the. He said, this motherfucker. An hour,
and I'll go through all these beats. And I'll bring the beats back, and he just be like, yo, this shit is dope too. I found some beats too. And I'll be describing what I went through to get these 5 beats. Y'all been listening to this every day, and this and this. I got these 5 beats. He can do it in 3 hours.
I guess I want to say it's something like I said, the genetics. Like it's just something that is where people can find pitch and find certain frequency and shit. Like. It's like it's almost unexplainable.
Right. And honestly, it's like it's a real like magical thing. Like it's like when he bring the beat and then he'll be like, yo, all right, I'm busy right now. Just think of something. See what kind of chorus or whatever you can think to it.
Right.
Yeah. I talked to him 2 hours later. Chorus in the first few lines. Oh, all right, that's where we going with it. All right, bet. Yeah, I'm gonna write to this tonight. This. Usually within like 2 days.
Yeah,
we got the back.
He's a quick writer, so he can do his shit.
Bro, I mean, it's Voltron.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
come together like Legos. However you want to put it. Peanut butter jelly.
It's amazing just how both our thought processes come together. It never clashes. We never have no egos or nothing with each other.
Ain't nobody over nobody.
You know what I mean? Like we really are like family. Like our kids, like we're connected. Like our kids and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
So it's like yes, we love music, but we also have like real lives that we communicate
And
shit
real
with,
love
you
for
know
each
what I
other.
mean?
Right,
Real genuine love, you know what I mean?
So
like now with music, it's like, I already know, even if I think this is the hardest 16 ever, this is my best verse. If I spit this, I know that he's not just gonna be no yes man. He's not gonna, yo, go ahead and record. No, he's gonna be like, yo, nah, take that line out. Oh no, you I don't know why you even took that breath right there. No, do this, like, and I don't take it no way. Like, I don't, it's nothing personal. I'm like, all right, he's looking out for the best interest of not only me as an artist, as this
I'm
song.
gonna tell you what this motherfucker sounds like. This motherfucker sounds like, I don't even know if they got him anymore. Record companies used to have A&Rs.
Right.
That's what you sound like.
No doubt. And honestly, it's like, it really is like,
I'm just saying.
He has that ear for it, and if he don't like it, he's not afraid to say that he don't like it. You know what I mean? And vice versa. Like, he already know. Like, yo, I'm not gonna let you spit no bullshit. Especially if we doing these interviews, podcasts, whatever it is,
right.
and we in these people's faces, and we're presenting this product. We're not gonna give no BS product. We're not gonna get no 50-60% product. So we pay for the extra time for the editing, and we sit there with them while they're editing. Like, we really are part of the entire process, from the time that 8 times out of 10 he find the beat, or whatever it is, from the time that we find this beat to the time when we in the studio recording that, we part of the entire process, and we both got ears for different parts of the process. So you're not gonna try to pitch us no BS. You're not gonna give us a half mixed and mastered track. You're not gonna do that. Like, nah, cause we have worked with people and we know the standard that people are looking for.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna give me no BS and just think that me, him, both of us together are gonna be acceptable with BS. You know what I mean? Music.
Right.
So
Right.
since we come together like that for the entire process, that's why the music ends up being
So
like
when, say y'all got a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any expected date to be dropping?
We doing visuals now.
Okay, like I said,
Music,
that's all he sent me was visual.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
no, the
I can
visuals
say
are very important now. That's
it.
it.
Yeah.
That's what it's at.
So like with us, it's like, yeah, we got these hundreds of songs and all of this, but we want y'all to match a face with this voice now, and we doing these interviews and stuff. Okay,
that's where everybody wants.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's clips on the Instagram, everything, like, they want to see. They want to see his face. They want to see.
I don't think they want to see. Right now, they ain't a mixtape day. It's not.
No.
They want to see exactly what you doing.
Right. They want to see some behind the scenes footage of what your real life is like. You, the process while you in the studio.
If you put that 12 mixtape out, if your song whack by the third one, they ain't even gonna make it to the 12th.
True indeed.
But now, for just saying you got them 10 songs,
right?
You at least got 5 visuals, maybe a behind the scenes or something. And then
I will say to y'all point, this is even prior to, before YouTube was ever even created. You could hear a song and be like, oh. Till you see the video, it might make you like the song more.
Right.
That's simple. This is like old, I'm talking about 90s, early 2000s, you know what I'm saying? So now everything is so accessible. Yeah, you got to make the video.
Even before, like, he would just make the music, and
Just
I
be
was just
doing.
coming with him. I told him if I even start this rap,
we doing
I'm
visuals.
doing visuals. He like, man, I still gotta put this tape out.
Yeah, but
because I was like, nah, I'm not. No. I gotta show people what's going on.
Yeah, and I definitely want to say, especially as I'm saying now, with us having the world at our fingertips, we have evolved, in my mind, to more visual stimulation. Everybody, it's we have evolved to that because I ain't gonna say we've been forced to do it, but I mean,
that's just
we like this.
Everybody glued to that phone.
I'm gonna Google that shit.
Right.
It's that visual thing. Like, we had, like, I had visuals before I met him.
Right.
Yeah.
But still, like he always just said, yo, you can write however many songs you want, you can record as many songs you want, but make sure them visuals match it as well. So he more so made the visuals a necessity, a priority for me. Me, it was like, yeah, I can record these songs, I'm gonna shoot
but see, this is, as you're saying, this is the beauty of y'all dynamic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like, he definitely gives a lot of input, but he's also not real just bragging, being real cocky with it. No, because he, you know what I mean. He knows too. Like, all right, so if it come to the music process,
you know how this brother is.
Right.
You know you can't take it nowhere. This is my man's. This is
right.
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
like
motherfuckers, if we playing basketball, and I'm good
yang.
down the block, and you the shooter.
Right.
Shoot.
Right. Like that. We really like that.
Right.
We really the yin and
Don't
the
mean
yang.
I'm a dunk on these niggas,
Right.
and you gonna be shooting.
Right.
No boy.
Um,
Like it really is the yin and the yang.
I'm wondering, what are y'all influences and inspirations? You know what I'm saying? Like not just musically, even the thing that like you were saying, what made you have the thing like, yo, we gotta do visuals. You know, all of the things that make you who you are as an artist, but even I'm gonna say behind the artistry, like you seem like you want to be in the directing. I don't fucking know, but I'm just in my mind, just listening to y'all, I'm like, bro, sound like he can be in the directing and producing or so, I don't know, whatever. How you know what I'm saying?
No, you would.
Inspirations, me.
Influences, inspirations.
Yeah, like me. I'm just. I don't want to say naturally. I'm just like a creative person, but like my mother as a. Let me go back a little bit. Me, my mother, my brother, and my father, we're the first ones that's in my family that lives in Baltimore. Technically, I don't have any blood relatives outside of him. I don't have any blood relatives in Baltimore. My mother was the first one to come to Baltimore. All my other rest of my family live in New Jersey, New York, up there.
Okay.
So me just naturally being here, growing up, just in life in general, I didn't necessarily have the good luxury of calling on my cousin, going to see my auntie, my uncle, grandmother, having these set of people that I can kind of rely on. It just was more so.
It was really just your
immediate family,
and
that was it. So me, as I was getting older, especially once the writing and stuff came in, it was like I didn't rely on other people for my inspiration in a sense. It was just more like I just wanted to be creative because I just always had it in my mind I can't rely on a lot of people for a lot of things in life. So it's just me, it's just like, I want to write a song. Well then, Mahad, be creative, think of some shit. Like, it's kind of me just boosting myself up.
Okay.
Like, and this is outside of the music industry, just regular life stuff. Like, I ain't really had, like, it wasn't like I can say homeboys that I seen was rapping at a young age was my inspiration. Nah, it was just like, I love music. I love writing stuff down. I like writing poems. Like, I like writing even if I don't have the intention of going to a studio.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of was like, I just like the feeling I get when I'm creative. So
I can dig that, bro.
Knowing that I accomplished this writing these 16 bars, and it was like, damn, I really did that.
This is something that self-fulfilling.
Right, it was just self-fulfilling for me.
Yeah, it makes me happy.
And then, of course, and then once I got older, and then now like any other human at a young age, it was just like I started comparing what I was doing to other people, and I was realizing that my lyrics, my beats, and all this was better than everybody else's that was kind of around me, and this homeboy, this guy down the road, he rap, and I listen, and I know I would have killed this beat 1,000 times harder than him. That was just like, man, look, let me keep doing this, because the stuff that I'm hearing, but instead of me just comparing and just in a sense kind of shitting on their music, I was like, nah, let me actually see if I can create this.
Nah, bro, I get what you're saying. It is turning this idea into a actual tangible thing.
And like, because it was like,
rather than just the idea in my head saying, I want to paint a picture. You actually go get a joint,
right?
And
so
paint it.
So while I'm writing and I'm not recording nothing, and I'm hearing other people's music, you know, because the first thought was like, man, I would have killed that way harder. Yeah. But then just how my brain works, it was just like,
no, I get it, bro.
Well, won't you go find a beat or something and then go do it? So I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? So then I go find a beat. Then I go write.
And I found a way to make it happen.
Right.
And turn my idea, my creativity, into something that I can enjoy and I can share with motherfuckers if I decide to.
Right. And then and that's just like on the real life, my real life aspect. Now, if you talking about like influence in the music industry, like artists that I like, that I love, that I like listening to their beats. That's kind of because I could put on the R&B and throw on some trap. I can throw on the East Coast and I can throw on the West Coast. Like I always been well rounded when it came to the music, so I can throw on just say it can be some young boy, NBA young boy, and then the next track might be Luther Vandross. And then
I thought he was gonna say Marvin Gaye. Yo, funny.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you know what I mean. The next song it can be one of Nas' first albums, and then then now I'm playing 3-6 Mafia. Then it's like all right now okay I can listen to Trick Daddy, and then I go to Ice Cube, and then you see what I'm saying?
Like this playlist I got a playlist I call the Iliad. That shit goes from Rick James to fucking. What else is on that motherfucker? Damn, I can't even think of the white people name. Phil Collins. Mm-hmm. That motherfucker go to goddamn T.I.
But I and just as far as just listening to music, like my parents, uncles, anytime I was around my family, they listen to all types of music too. Yep. Especially my mother. Like people already know. Like my mother is so militant, yet hood, yet so intelligent. Like she's such a complex individual in his own. So it's like if anybody ever meet my mother, they be like, all right, I can see where Mahad get his personality from, his drive from. Like, oh, I can see how and what was going on. Like, people can tell that.
My mother, from Jersey or New York?
New Jersey.
What part of Jersey?
North. North. East Orange.
Check it out. Oh yeah.
Yeah, look. Brick City. She always say that.
I'm a little familiar.
Like my mother, my father, aunts, uncles, they all born and raised in
Brick City?
Brick City, you know what I mean? Like they all was raised up here. So of course, how the hood and the poverty and everything was and back in the 80s, it just was like, you know what? My mother made the decision. I'm gonna move somewhere else. Of course, she didn't know anything about Baltimore. Of course,
like Danny wanted to say,
right? You know,
in his own respect.
She didn't know. You know what I mean? But she just was like, no, I'm not raising. And she like lived in the projects. Like my mother, he lived in the projects. You know what I mean? So she was like, make a way just to at least get one step better towards something better.
No, that's real though.
So coming down here, but us having that type of dynamic in my family, it was like. That gave us some type of like motivation, inspiration within ourselves.
How often you get to go back up there and see your family?
I ain't go back in a minute. It's been at least a good year. Probably like a year.
Yeah, I know the pandemic made everything weird.
Yeah.
The pandemic made everything like.
I mean, it's slowly but surely. A good 75% of my family, they all started migrating anyway. So I still have family there. It's still there, but they all. But at the time when I was like elementary, middle school, kind of even beginning of high school. My mother, my immediate family was probably the only ones anywhere like Pennsylvania down.
Okay.
Like, it was literally New York, New Jersey, or then it may have been like some South Carolina type stuff going on.
Okay.
But other than that, but like that, I just like that self-fulfilling, that feeling I get when I know that I was just creative as hell, killing this beat, whether it's an original beat, mainstream beat, like. I write so much just to keep those creative juices flowing.
This shit is what I enjoy.
Right, like I enjoy it, even if I'm not recording. I enjoy writing.
Yeah. No, I get it, bro. I get it, bro. I really do.
But artists that's out there, I can say me personally, one that I love listening to is Big Crit.
Ooh,
that's one of my top 3. But I just like I was around.
My man.
I like listening like
that Mount Olympus.
You know what I mean? Like
that Mount Olympus.
But a lot of people either don't know, they sleeping on him. Like he's one of them. You know what I mean?
Talking about Crit, yo.
Yeah, but
you're talking about
and then
Crit,
still like the 90s era. You know, that's always golden age. That's kind of like, I don't want to say cliche. That's like the typical. You know what I mean? Everybody gonna mention the Jay-Z, Tupac, Biggies, all that. All right, cool, but. I don't have no problem saying like Dirt
to me,
Young Boy right now, they killing shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Can I just interject?
Yeah.
I think this is why people say the Biggie and Tupac shit, because that shit was like a timestamp. It's almost like, no disrespect, like when Malcolm and Martin got killed. What was that back in the, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a timestamp.
Right.
Like, yo, this was a turning point.
Right.
Like, yo, shit got serious. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Right. Like me, I just
you know what I'm saying?
So
it was like
That was, but
that's,
of course,
to me, that's why people mention it so much.
Right, you know what I mean. So
you know
outside,
what I mean?
I don't necessarily like to say the Jay-Z, Tupac, Biggie. So like, all right, yeah, that's like kind of Mount Rushmore type. You know what I mean? But
I don't even consider them niggas Mount Rushmore.
like they just
I'm
I'm
an old nigga, like nigga.
They icons, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely. Absolutely,
bro.
but like
You know
there's
what I mean?
motherfuckers that came before them that made them niggas who they is.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, this is just me being an old nigga. Like, man, y'all motherfuckers better respect Rakim, nigga. Y'all niggas better respect Ice Cube, nigga. Big
King,
motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
Slick
Like,
Rick,
Grandmaster Cass, nigga. These niggas was made it possible. They didn't even know to make records when it just started.
Right.
They didn't even know.
But everybody getting them to the main credit.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, because that's when the money started. Like, but it was a time stamp.
Right.
Because of their deaths and how impactful and tragic it was, yo.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, like I mean, Big Crit. That's just always just been one of my favorites, but still, like
I respect that, bro.
As far as like groups, like I respect, you know, like the Wu-Tangs. I respect that. Me, I'm just me.
Okay.
3-6 Mafia was
Okay.
That was, I love that group. I don't know, like I just like that. Those were some to me, and a lot of my peers is like, and even still too, like they'll say whatever's like their album, the mainstream album that came out. Me, I just because I love music so much. Back then, you know, they had the underground tapes, so it was just like they were selling underground CDs. They didn't get no promotion. The actual major label wasn't the one pushing it out.
Yeah.
So it was like a lot of people, 3-6 Mafia, they may have them mainstream songs, but people don't even know, like every part of their group, they got underground like taste, but that's the real hood Memphis beats and shit. Like, so like it was like no matter who the artist was, yeah,
this
you
when
like
they in the
listening.
club doing the gangster walk.
I want to also hear what
Yeah.
these underground beats that this producer at that time wasn't getting no shine. I want to hear what they was rapping. Like I like digging in deep with those artists.
Brother, that's you know when you talking about in that aspect, that's like hip hop at its purest.
Yep.
This is not it ain't about making money.
No restrictions.
It's just about being creative.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
In my opinion. But yo, what do you who or what are some of your inspirations and influences?
My family, for real. Once they like start hearing my music,
Say word.
even when I didn't even want to hear it, they'd be coming to play it and bumping it. I'm like, damn, like you.
That's
you
love,
know,
yo.
Like,
That's love.
Even with my kids.
Word.
Oh, I want to hear your music. I'll be like.
No, yeah, that's love, yo.
So,
that's love. That's
it's really
hard,
my
yo.
family to be
That
supporting
feedback.
Me. Yeah. And even family and friends just I'm like, yo, you can do it. Like, but me, I be like, I just be fucking with it. But they be the ones like, nah, nigga, you can really do this. I'm
gonna just say this what I said from the beginning. This shit sound good, nigga. Like, I'm just telling you, like I gotta check it out. I'm like,
and I like hearing his verses too, just cause I know for one it's authentic. So I know everything he's saying. I already know he didn't live that life. He know what it is.
Right.
For two, it's like I know he's not gonna say no bullshit.
No, hell no.
And I like seeing his reaction to the feedback. Like it's been times off that the tell me no lie. Like I tell him like how he knew like because honestly it was on one of like an early mixtape I did. This was years ago. It was called Love and Hip Hop, but how I did it, the first 4 tracks was R&B tracks. I had some type of transitional skit in the middle, and then the next 4 tracks was like hip hop, me rapping. You know what I mean? East Coast, whatever, typical rapping type shit. Out of that tape that I did, that 10-track, 11-track tape, literally to tell me no lie, the R&B joint with him.
The favorite track on the
everybody, the hood motherfuckers.
Bro.
Motherfuckers with the 9 to 5, the elderly.
We went down the horseshoe one day. He was like, yo, I gotta show you something.
I'm on the Instagram. Oh my God. I'm on the phone. I'm chilling. He on the way down to the casino. I'm chilling.
I hate the horseshoe, yo. Fuck them niggas, yo.
I'm
sorry. I'm gonna say, fuck y'all niggas. I ain't want a penny out that raggedy bitch. Fuck the horseshoe, yo. Fuck them niggas.
And I told him I was
sorry. Admit that shit. I ain't want shit in that motherfucker, yo.
And I told him he's on the way down the horseshoe. I'm chilling with a chick at the time, And
Fuck the whole shit.
I just released the shit. Probably was like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
I'm chilling with a chick. The chick, the whole time she was like, yeah, I like it. Oh, you killed this beat. Yeah, did this. But this one my favorite. And I'm thinking she about to say, you know, some other track on there.
Nah,
She's
yo,
fucking.
brother, that shit.
Look, she starts playing his verse,
Bro.
right?
Yeah,
Look, she was
yeah.
like, keep it real
I
with
ain't
me,
believe
keep it
she
100 with me,
recorded herself.
and she's rapping, and I'm
She
sitting
recorded
there.
herself.
You know,
I
the
was
typical
like, that shit
nigga probably would have caught feels like, damn, bitch, you rapping to some nigga verses into this. Yo, I got so proud of my little
That's your
brother.
man.
Look,
Like,
I got so
that's your
look, I got so proud. I was just like,
This our song. This
right.
my-
Look, I was like,
Yeah.
damn. I was like, man, my little bro got these bitches remember his verses now. I'm like, yeah, but he didn't believe me.
Nah.
And you know, and y'all
FaceTimed him. I FaceTimed him. I was like,
Can I say something? Y'all do know that's where it's at.
yes.
Oh, yeah,
We say that all the time.
Yeah.
If the women can't jam to it,
Man,
Yeah.
that's
But-
what matters the most.
I'm telling you. But he ain't-
That is what matters.
But that's kind of
the
like
most.
around that time. I ain't gonna say he was skeptical about himself, but still, those are like the beginning stages of him actually recording.
Okay,
and,
all right.
and other
You
like
trying
the
to find
public,
yourself. You just
the
learning.
public listening. Like he
Yeah.
wasn't used to the public giving feedback at that time.
So-
So at the time, you know, after his family say something, he's like, "Oh, yo, shit, I can really do this."
Right?
And then it start coming from other people.
Then it start
like,
coming from people who don't
actually,
even
that,
know.
like the person recorded that something.
Look,
I was
and I was like, "Yo,
oh shit.
watch this, yo."
Yeah.
And he said, I showed him the girl who was playing the joint.
That's
And she recorded herself.
Recorded herself
So,
that
I'm
said
like,
it.
damn.
Look. And he just was like, oh shit. I was like, yo, bro. And you could tell like he was just like, yo, for like you could tell he want to say like, yo, you ain't mad or nothing. Like, I was like, nigga, I'm not mad.
Oh, because it was
I was
one
like,
of his.
yeah, it was
It's
right.
one of his digs.
Like this wasn't like wifey
call them
or
biddies,
girl.
yeah, my little,
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't,
I
it
call
wasn't
them
like
my little you dig.
you know what I'm saying?
dig.
It wasn't like a wifey girl I was dating, you know, but this is the girl I'm chilling with. So I wanted him to see that,
Yeah,
like,
okay.
yo, I'm proud of you, bro. Like, yo, keep doing this shit. Look, you got one of my bitches. And look at her singing this shit, rapping this shit. She's on the joint.
Yeah.
Then that's when I kind of think, like, it clicked, like, yo, people want to hear what I got to say.
Right, yeah,
I
that's
was
what
like,
really
yeah.
made me want to answer the question.
And
That's
see-
what really did it.
Okay.
That's what really did it.
And I'm gonna say this though. See, to me, this is a very important part of it.
Mhm.
The sound of your people like are attracted to the sound of your voice and shit.
Mm.
It's a thing, yo. Like,
No bull.
you know what I'm saying? It's I don't know how to describe it. I don't know if it's pitch, tone, whatever.
Mm.
Like some shit, yo, is just.
And the thing,
And
too-
besides what you just say, like you can be saying whatever, but when you have a certain voice,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? That
Mm.
shit makes a world of difference.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And then now, and he's kind of in the music world, he kind of a little spoiled too, because you know the beginning songs, he got to see this feedback. Like with me, I had to go through and try to find that sound, and I was going like I've spent years rapping in one way, and it's like, no, it ain't working. So like over time, I felt like, all right, I need to do this variety.
Right.
Once we linked up, and now we doing a variety of shit together. Now he has no choice but to make a wide range of music, which is great for him and great for us. Like now it's
No,
nothing.
bro.
I know the standard
Brother.
is now so high for me and him.
I want to say it should be.
Yeah.
Because
I'm just saying because
when y'all
he
sent me,
right.
I said
So
all
now-
of these motherfuckers
so now
are different.
You're gonna
and
expect.
I like it.
Right. So
I like it.
right. So now it's like I already
I
know.
ain't all. I'm just busting niggas.
No,
busting
no,
niggas.
If I know that's the song he sent me, I already know it's gonna send 2-3 more beats, and it's gonna be this R&B, this
I'm
little
just saying.
Jamaican joint.
Yeah.
So
When I found my beat collection, it
like,
ain't all trap. No, we got
Yeah.
everything.
Bro, like I said, I'm gonna say this. That's where it's at, though.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck with no niggas. Man, that's where it's at, bro.
but that idea he has, that mind frame that he has with
That's
that,
where it's
always,
at, man.
hitting all those different areas, it keeps me on my
That's
toes,
where it's
and
at.
it makes me want to do the same. You know what I'm saying? Like I already know, like, man, I ain't just gonna only show this trap beat to him. Let me send this R&B to see how he like it. Like that keep me on my toes
Do
too.
either one of y'all sing?
Hell no.
No.
Nah, I wasn't gifted with that.
Hell no.
I wasn't gifted with that one. You
So
can't.
I don't know.
No.
Nah,
I don't
can't
know.
do
I don't
it.
know if it was a Nate Dogg,
No, I
Nate
ain't-
Carnish,
No,
Ty Dolla Signish, one of y'all.
I'm gonna get somebody else for that on the
Throw the
track.
little-
We gonna-
'cause I'm not even trying to be funny because I know everybody now. Fuck it, I'm gonna say everybody now will throw the little I don't even know the name of the shit anymore. whatever little pitch thing, and that shit affects their voice.
Right.
It's funny, we just did
came
a song
from the
this weekend. A song called Oceanize. We just did.
And that's why I'm asking.
We just did a song.
I ain't trying to say either one of y'all Luther Vandross.
No, we just got the.
I think y'all would have sent me something like that.
They definitely, we just came from the studio when they were doing that.
This week.
Okay.
I'll let you hear once this over. I'll let you hear.
Okay, I'm gonna ask y'all some hip hop biggest fans question. What? I don't know who wanna go first. Your top 5 favorite songs.
Top 5 favorite songs.
Songs. See, people hit you with the albums, with everything. No, favorite songs.
Shit.
That's a little different, ain't it?
I think one of my favorite songs is "The Fly Shorty."
Ooh, okay.
Shorty,
that was a summer smash, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember
That's one.
I'm gonna shut up because my wife might fuck around with me. I remember this.
I gotta say that. That's
that was like what 2006.
Yeah, that's
something like that.
Song, yeah.
I got a gift for years and songs and fucking movies. All right, Shorty.
I do want you. We just gonna go back and forth.
Okay.
I'd say that's one of my first ones.
Okay.
Dang, I ain't never heard this question.
Yeah, see,
that shit fucked me up.
The top 5 albums and rappers, nigga. That's played out.
Yeah,
that's easy.
First.
Top 5 songs.
I'm gonna say Tupac. It's a song called Pain.
Oh yeah.
It was on the
Above the Rim soundtrack. Yeah. And never take me alive. I'm getting high with my 4-5 cops. All these niggas trying to. Man, you ain't gotta tell me.
That was a
and
to
that
this
beat,
day to me. That's a
R.I.P. to Stretch and Tupac. I want to believe Stretch. They also got killed. He made that beat. That beat is killer, yo. That beat is oh my god.
And you said top 5 just rap or just songs period?
Man, fucking songs period. I could go hip hop. No, we more dynamic than that.
Okay.
So we gonna do R&B too?
Hey, brother, go for it. If Fire and Desire is in there, I ain't mad at you.
Shit. Songs.
You already gave me one. He gave me one.
I can go to the second one.
Go ahead.
A. Marie, Why Don't We Fall in Love?
Oh yeah, that's a cold motherfucker too.
He already know that's my favorite song.
2002. You can Google it. 2002, A. Marie, Why Don't We Fall in Love?
Brown skin. I love that. It was even the video. It was classy.
Bro, I can tell you so much about
sexy,
that summer. You know what else came out that year, 2002? Goddamn that down ass chick, yo. Goddamn Murder Inc., nigga. I wanna be. That came out that same summer. Nigga, that was.
We trying to act like Ja Rule wasn't killing shit. Like, I know 50 kind of.
Check this out. Ja Rule showed all us at the verses what his catalog is about.
Yep.
And that he's a good performer.
That helped too.
But
how good would you? Oh, no, I'm going off the question. I'm sorry.
No.
I was about to say, like how on the verses, how like Gucci and Jeezy was up there.
Right.
How epic would it have been if Ja Rule and 50 was on there? You think that would have successfully went through, or you think some bullshit might have happened?
I think it would have successfully went through. 50 got.
And there's no discredit to Fat Joe, because that's who Ja Rule went against in the verses, right? Fat Joe?
50 has, I believe he has too many business. He's too far gone. Like, man, I'm not about to fuck up this star's money.
Right.
I'm
Will Smith, Chris Rock.
Right. I don't believe that shit. I still do not believe that shit is real.
Oh, I smacked him.
I don't believe that shit real. I just still don't. I'm like, I don't believe that's real. I just don't. I feel like they did that on purpose. They staged it. This is how I feel about it.
On one of the highest stages in the industry.
That's why I'm saying, I'm like, nah, yo, ain't no way that shit was real.
Black man about to win the win the award.
But I don't think shit would have went down between 50 and Ja Rule. If they would have did it, they would have hashed whatever out and yo.
But I think that might have killed Ja Rule though.
Yeah, cause he He would have did with it.
It's like
Hold on, he would have hit him with that back down and said, "You sing for hoes and sound like the Cookie Monster."
like I'm telling you, like it really that would have hurt. I think it would have hurt.
But
Ja Rule, but like Fat Joe matched that energy. Like Fat Joe has those girl records.
Yeah, but he don't. But his performance. See, this is what I'm about to say.
His performance different. But at least the records kind of match.
Yeah,
the
but,
50, like yo, especially all that early shit, and they was really on some gangster.
Yo, this is what the lock showed us about the verses. Yo, the performance trumps
and Mario.
any record.
And Mario.
I didn't get to see that one.
You can tell.
I heard, but he can really sing.
Yeah, he can really sing. You can tell like the practicing and vocal training.
The practicing. Like we are really practicing the show. Rather than just coming up here and
right,
whatever.
But he
to me, that's what the thing with the verses. Now, if 50 had a good performance, could have been in trouble. But if Ja Rule did what he did and 50 was bullshitting, I don't know if it would have mattered. But we'll never know.
Yeah, we'll never know.
Since he went R&B girl.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
I'm gonna do R&B girl.
Okay.
It's a song from from last year. A song from her, Damage.
Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
That shit be.
Her?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
That
Okay.
song, Damage is the shit.
Okay.
That song.
Okay.
Shit.
You putting that in your top 5? Oh, go some new shit. I like that. I like that. You put motherfuckers put new shit in their top 5. Okay.
I'm going with Seduction by Usher.
Okay. This is seduction.
I can play it for you.
I know.
I don't know. Should I play it for you? I don't know. We don't own the rights to this music.
Yeah, I got the rights to music.
I ain't gonna play it.
I know.
Oh, that's the
That's a part of
You making it hard for me to stay.
He's on smooth ass niggas, yo. He's on smooth.
No. But that's my last R&B though. That's the last R&B.
Alright, if you that's R&B on some chill shit.
Yeah.
If you wanna go there, what's his name? So beautiful. I wanna love to you, girl.
That's music, Soul Child.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know the name of that song, but I know that verse.
So beautiful.
Yeah, I want to say that's what might be the name of it.
Yeah. That one. That's some cool shit. That's just on some cool laid back shit.
Man, top 5 songs of all the time. I gotta be careful.
Y'all favorite? Cause these favorite top 5. Y'all done threw me all
These
off.
are my favorite, but not what I feel are the greatest songs of all time.
Man, listen.
So I gotta make that distinction.
Okay.
Because like favorite to me, the word favorite means kind of like right now what I know that I'm gonna bump this a few times.
Okay.
This is not the greatest songs of all time.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with Young Dolph song called By Mistake.
Okay, I'm not familiar. I must have missed that one. All
Young
right.
Dolph By Mistake.
Okay.
Damn. A song that I can play like over and over again, I can just keep.
Yeah.
I say Key Lock IB.
Okay.
That's 3 or 4.
That's 4.
Can we do like 5 with a complimentary honorable?
Man, look, y'all keep going. We can keep going, bro. Y'all throwing me, y'all done threw me a gang of shit. I wasn't like, oh damn, I wouldn't even thought they would have said that.
I would have said my next one. Yourself at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And it's just my favorite right now.
But then again, I don't even know y'all mother. This is my first time meeting y'all. I don't even know y'all motherfuckers.
I'ma say
you gotta be yourself, man.
I'ma say Wu-Tang. It's kind of a tie between Triumph and Ice Cream. The Ice Cream. It's to me, it's a tie, but I'm gonna put them kind of right there. Cause I remember being a young motherfucker with the OGs at that time. I bought my Tommy Lee. Lots of reasons. I'm hot to see. And I was so amazed not only by what they were saying, but just knowing how they just fit 9 8, 9 rappers all on one song, and it still was within 3.5 minutes. So
how you doing?
I say what can I say?
She ain't been back here yet?
I say, if you want to go back that far, I say, what can I say? I gotta go with Easy, something from Easy.
Easy?
Yeah.
Can we say Boys in the Hood?
Yo, he was ruthless though. Yo.
Can we say Boys in the Hood?
Yeah.
Real Compton City G's?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, doctor, here's another proper track.
The video was so pure and hood. It was so him. It was so him. That was a nice one.
Got to. If you want to go there, I got to.
You went a little further back than Wu-Tang, you know what I'm saying?
All
All
right.
right.
Okay.
That was my favorite old artist.
Word, okay.
That's my favorite old artist.
Okay. Rest in peace to Easy, man.
That was my favorite.
I think the people killed him, man.
They definitely did.
Man.
Like, what happened?
You
I'm
didn't
like,
tell me his wife ain't had it. None of the side chicks had it. None of the side chicks came from. That's what another day. I'm telling you,
they killed them. People killed Easy.
Yeah, they killed him. He was.
I'm not sure which ones.
He was too ruthless.
Cause he did go to the White House.
Ruthless records, man.
He did end up going to the White House on the. And they was like,
Jerry curl, shades, Compton hat.
You got the. You can't stay.
Yeah, like
Fuck that $35,000 shit.
Right.
Um.
I gotta go Easy.
Hell yeah. Hell
the
yeah.
last one.
Last one.
I'm gonna say Jay-Z, Where I'm From.
Cough up a lung where I'm from, Marcy,
I
son.
had to say that.
Ain't nothing nice.
I would have to say that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bad motherfucker, yo. That is a
He
bad.
really described his hood like,
Yeah.
yo, let me tell y'all in a slick, creative way, other than just say, oh, I'm from Brooklyn, I'm from Marcy, we'll shoot you. Just how he put all of those lines together, and how he made you, like he really gave you a picture of what go down. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that as my last
song is a recent song off his new tape. I say off of Lil Durk Deluxe. There's a song called Unhappily Father. That's how I hear it. It's basically describing how he should be there for his kids when he move around his peoples and stuff, and ain't ashamed to say like, damn, I'm fucking up right now. I need to be around my kids and take care of them.
Yeah.
Versus just sending bread, toweling is everything.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Sound like an honest record.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, he crushing it right now, dog.
Oh yeah. That's my.
He crushing it.
That's
crushing it.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I listen
He
to.
definitely came a long way.
That's why.
Yeah.
He been doing it for a minute too.
You know what I'm saying?
And every tape got some bangers. Like, so you can't say his catalog is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, his catalog is crazy.
I'm gonna say even his family history, from my understanding, is kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, it's different from
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh, what? I mean, what?
Yeah,
Wow.
There's no way you can deny his impact on the youth.
You know?
That's what I'm listening to.
Okay.
That's what I'm listening to right now.
Good list, young man.
Yeah.
I can dig it, yo. So what's next for y'all, man?
Shit, we're really trying to get that, like you were saying, visual.
Okay.
But that's the song that you like.
Oh,
We just don't want to throw it out.
But don't lie to me.
Right. But it's called Tell Me No Lie.
Don't tell me no lie. All right, my bad. I fucked the name up. Tell me no lie. All right.
But we really we want to plan this visual out the best way versus just giving the audience and the fan anything.
No.
This song, this video
It's
gotta be
special.
Right.
This shit gonna cost some money.
Right.
Let's just be let's just say that.
Right.
This shit gonna cost some money. We gotta have the right ladies
Right.
in this motherfucker. There's not no picking in these.
But that's what,
Right.
and everything we do is coming out of our pockets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we independent.
I know
of
you're
everybody
independent.
else.
Yeah.
Like, we really, like, me and him put up all the money for anything that we do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we definitely, like, visuals, like, of course, tapes and all that, that's gonna come. You know what I mean? Like, all right,
Yeah,
we already have
a correct visual gonna cost some.
you know what I mean? I would much rather make sure this visual works first, because we write and record, we got studios.
Y'all got any broads in mind?
Yes,
Y'all
but
do?
I do. But
They from here or they from wherever?
The people that I've been talking to, they from all up and down the East Coast.
Okay.
And then depending on how long and depending on also the distance of these models that I've been texting. Cause I just I wish I could. I don't want to say your name, but
Okay,
I just started
because to me,
this.
I know that's what
It's kind of a.
No, that's what it is.
I don't want to say this. I guess this management company, they manage different models and video vixens and stuff. I just started texting them probably within the last like 4 days, 4 or 5 days.
I want to say I might know. I don't know if the word is. I've met or ran across whatever. I'm gonna say 2 motherfuckers here. They here. I'm just for lack of a better term.
But
they nice.
Right. And how
and I don't know if that's what y'all want. I ain't trying to be
how we planning it too. We don't have
good.
no problem with it, but we just want to make sure everything is perfect. Right. Just because
and you ain't just playing, especially that type of song.
That type of song.
Bro,
you can't.
You 1,000,000%. I feel.
You know what I'm saying? So we working on them visuals, and then probably after about 2 or 3 more visuals come out, it might be a little 4-track song. It's not gonna be no
Dolly LaRue is.
I do.
I don't.
I was gonna say maybe her.
She nice.
I interviewed her. I had a conundrum. I had a fuck up on my thing. I
know
of
her. Let me say that. I know of her.
Okay, I'm just saying this. I interviewed her.
Let me say that before y'all.
Early on, like when we were talking about when I did Inky and all them, I had a fuck up. Yo, my shit got fucked up. I couldn't even put it out. The shit got lost. And it's 2 others. I don't know, but I ain't trying to be. But I'm just trying to think of like even just if y'all just even want to,
No, we really like we want y'all to see us.
But I do feel you on a larger scale, so we can get the fuck outside of.
Right.
This 410 whatever 443 whatever the fuck our area code is.
And from day one, we've never ever just wanted to limit it to just Baltimore. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You want your home. You want your hometown to love you and all. But it's a lot of things that the rest of the world has that Baltimore does not have. You know what I mean? So we're not going to ever forget about Baltimore.
But I got a link with some motherfuckers over South Central LA.
And from going to these other places,
motherfucking Toronto.
It's not a network, right?
And look, and that brings more attention and eyes on Baltimore. You know what I mean? So by us going out, that brings more eyes and more attention on Baltimore. You feel what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers love Baltimore, motherfuckers. Y'all notice that shit?
They love the shit out of us. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because a lot of Baltimore fuckers are just stuck like they damn near don't even want to go to the other side of town. You know what I'm saying? So like, but since day one, anything with music, of course we gonna look in the Baltimore areas and all that first, but then also, let's also look here in the DC. Let's look in this Virginia. Let's look in this Pennsylvania. We also explore those options, just because it might be some ideas or some camera work that this York, Pennsylvania videographer might have that we can't find in no Baltimore thing. You know what I'm saying?
Pennsylvania people charge cheaper for videos than down here.
I'm sure they do.
Because in their eyes, they want to get seen too. So it's just like, dang, like not even necessarily just going with the cheaper route, but depending on how you network and you talking to them, like, and now you got that resource in the bag. So then now you go into this different state. Like it's all about resources.
And a lot of that got deal with the market.
Right.
The market, I'm sure if you take your ass to New York somewhere. They gonna smack your ass over the head.
And you get what you pay for.
That's
also part of the process.
So it's like we could have been put that
man.
We could have been put out.
Bro, I can't wait till y'all do, bro.
Because
I'm gonna say this to y'all right now. I'm gonna say this.
I want to say perfect date for me. If everything works how it's supposed to me, I would say I'll say Labor Day. I'll say Labor Day.
Okay, and we gonna find an accommodating price for the videographer, for the motherfucking models, for the location, and that's man, it's gonna be so beautiful.
It's gonna be so worth it.
It's gonna be beautiful, Lil. Beautiful, Lil.
I'm telling you, if everything works how it's supposed to,
it's going to, bro.
And it's going to.
It's going to, bro.
So, Labor Day, but still, once everybody see the visual, especially because the idea and how this man planned it.
Okay, see, that's what I said about the director shit. This what I said. He already.
You know what I'm saying? Like how this man planned it. I ain't
see that scene
for this particular visual right here. This man planned it.
I can't wait, bro.
This man planned it. Like, what I mean to tell you.
I can't wait.
Like,
I feel like they telling me what I'm telling you.
Yeah. I'm telling you, like his ears and his mind, when it comes to that, you know, directing and knows how he wants stuff to be, he know how to do that.
It's like we already did.
Yo, where you get that from, yo? Like you write comic books or some shit?
Hell no. Hell no. No, it's just.
I'm just saying, though, because like to me, that's how a comic book to me is kind of like how you know what I mean. I don't know.
But that's how, in a sense, we keep those creative juices flowing because we make
you a movie
different
guy?
type of.
Hell no.
You know what
I fucking hate movies. I hate movies. I fucking hate movies. I hate them.
Nigga broke my heart.
I hate them.
I love movies. This motherfucker read book like I hate movies. This nigga just hit me with the grouchy smirk. I hate movies. Damn, man.
What can I say? From like moving around and going to different sceneries.
Yep.
Not just a lot of people probably never even left Baltimore before.
Right.
A lot of people, like I said, a lot of people don't even like going past out West Baltimore.
Right.
It's from me going from like different states, going to the Bahamas, seeing different shit the way as though you ain't gotta be stuck on this one little mindset.
So different experience.
Right.
But that's what I said. At
Okay.
the beginning of this, that's what I
Okay.
said. When he going through things and he's seeing stuff, I can tell the difference because
So
then
like,
the ideas start
music, I can't be like, I just can't just talk to all these trap niggas. No, it's more than trap niggas out here.
Absolutely.
You got people that's going through heartbreaks right now. People just got eviction notices. People just got put out of their house.
Problems with baby.
Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead with you right now since you're saying this. I said to me, vulnerability. Y'all won. One album. You can only listen to one album for the rest of your motherfucking life. One album. It don't matter what it is. Ain't gotta be no hip hop. It's just whatever.
And don't press skip.
No skip. No, one forever. Yeah, you can't take this out. You can't fast forward. You can't rewind. You can't do none of that. You just gotta let that bitch play. And if you want to hear that song again, you just gotta let that motherfucker finish going back around.
I gotta say the Wayne with Lollipop on it.
Three.
I would never press skip on that motherfucker.
Okay.
That's like you let the beat, the bitch, all that shit on there. Yeah.
That beat bill, yeah. I think I had the Mrs. Officer joint on that. Yeah, that shit.
I let that shit play, yeah.
I seen you looking through your shit,
I
trying
look
like, man, let me just get it out.
And I had 20 motherfuckers there. I was like, shit.
Let me.
In
In my mind, he was just like, I'm just scanning through the library real quick just to try to.
I'll play.
And I just looked at 20 and it's like,
None
all
of
them playlist.
None of them.
One album.
One.
I will play that.
One. And I'm saying that because of something he had just said about damn, what the fuck was you saying? You said something that made this come to my mind. About creating vulnerability, like to me, like I said, the vulnerable music to me, like if I had to say one, right now I would just say like Lauryn Hill, Miseducation. I'm missing Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. You know what I mean? That shit was vulnerable, but that shit was dope. That shit was hard. That shit was it's perfect. You know what I mean? Like as perfect as you can get. You know what I'm saying? That's just one. I could have named something else, but
yeah, like I got
to me him naming his creativeness and all that, and it just was like you said, going through something, and it just made me think of like albums, like nigga, great albums, like it's like somebody going through something.
Right.
So maybe just one album. Sorry.
I'm gonna say Jay-Z, The Blueprint.
Okay. Yes. It's a wonderful. It's a wonderful. Yes. Yeah.
And it's kind of a tie because I also love Reasonable Doubt, his first album, but it's kind of like,
bro, you can't go wrong with either one.
Right, like Reasonable Doubt, to me it seemed like he was more putting people on to like, yo, let me teach y'all how it really goes, say it on some slick shit type of way, like, let me teach you about the hustle.
To me, that was like his life's work up to that moment.
Up to that moment. The Blueprint
all that
was
shit
more
he
like,
went through. Blueprint, that motherfucker was well polished.
Yeah, the Blueprint was more
nigga.
like, I got this shit, and it's solidified that I'm Hove.
Yeah.
And y'all gonna forever look up to me.
Yeah.
Like,
five summers and running.
Musically, that is.
Yeah, five
like,
summers and running.
People don't even realize, like, just leading up to that, like Jay-Z was dropping the album every
year.
every September. Yeah, September, October.
Something like that, yeah.
Every year. And still was featured for 10 years straight. Like, so in that Blueprint moment, I think that's when he was like,
no, that's when he came for the crown. That's when he came for Nas. That's when he came for
y'all
Takeover.
know I got this shit. Like,
that's
it
when he came
was
for.
like
yo, I'm the one. That's when he came for.
I can say, yeah, Jay-Z the Blueprint for me.
Yeah,
that was for me.
Okay. So, shit, man. Anything y'all want to say before we get about this bitch? I don't know what else to ask y'all, motherfuckers.
Stay tuned.
Hold up. I got a couple questions.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
For one, what keeps you going with this podcast? What keeps you inspired
I love hip-hop,
and motivated?
If I get to telling my story about hip-hop, dog, I like that. I love hip-hop. I got turned out. I'm 41 years old. I got turned out when I heard Sucker MCs. Sucker MCs came out in like 1982. I don't know how old I was when I first heard it. But I know ever since I heard that motherfucker. This is before they even was playing hip-hop on radio stations. So somebody was playing that shit on the tape or something. I've been turned out ever since then. I would have a conversation about, let's say I work with you or you was somebody I happen to know. We would have a conversation about you doing your own music or we just talking hip-hop or music shit. And I was just like, yo. I was watching something else and I was like, yo, these regular motherfuckers got YouTube channels?
Right.
I said, nigga, we do this all the time. We had these conversations.
Right.
So, motherfucker, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel.
And what keeps you going?
What keeps me going?
But also
because brother, there's so much talent out here. I wanna talk to motherfuckers about their shit. Like
are you happy at not only the Baltimore scene, but just music period, where music has come to
I'm
today?
very disappointed and not in the Baltimore scene. I'm very disappointed that Baltimore has never had a household name in hip hop. We done had Drew Hill, Rough Ends, Mario, some R&B motherfuckers, right? We done had Baltimore niggas get in the building, like you told me, be talking to Comp. He got in the building at Def Jam. He got a song. Los. You're right. He got in the building with Diddy. He did something, but is he a household name? Like Baltimore has never had a hip hop household name.
Maybe that's because the people who actually made it, whether it was R&B or rap, they never came back here to assist, aid, or showcase.
Brother, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I've been told motherfuckers been in the building.
Right.
They done got deals. You know, they done had meetings. Boss man, Huli Shalom, fucking like you said, Los, Scar Akbar. But for whatever reason, what's your name? I think somebody said he just signed with Nicki. Tate, go bang. But his the shit that put him on was a remake of a Baltimore record. You know what I'm saying? But
he doing shit.
Oh, right,
but still, it's
okay.
not like household
That's
name.
what I'm saying.
Like, you said.
Like okay, Roddy Rex.
Tech trying to sign me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, yeah. Me trying to sound YG Tech. Okay, right, cool. He getting busy, but
as far as a household
name, dog. That's different. You know what I'm? You dig what I'm saying? Like you know how Texas had they run.
Right.
Like a lot of cities had they run. So I'm not disappointed in Baltimore. I'm disappointed that like we haven't broke through and had our run, had our good 3 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I get what you're saying.
But I will say this. This gonna sound bad when I say. Y'all know what I'm about to say?
Gosh, I don't.
This gonna sound bad. I'm almost scared. I'm almost scared.
That we'll never.
No, I'm almost scared, nigga. That gunplay gonna get real. It's already funky.
that's why they're leaving.
But I'm just saying, gunplay get real. It's already, you know what it is, but I mean, I will say this. What's already written is gonna already take place.
Right.
So, but you know, if Baltimore deserves its run though, yo, like
we got a lot of talent.
A
lot of talent here,
bro. This shit crazy.
A lot of talent.
Brother.
A lot of
So
talent.
that ain't even.
It's a whole lot of time.
Bro, it's more than a lot.
Yeah.
It's more than a lot, yo. Like this shit is like I said, it's old niggas. Nigga, I used to, like I said, if I start telling my story, nigga, I was about to think that I should have. I made so many bad decisions when I was young. Supposed to be on 92Q. This when the radio was the shit. They like, man, you got to come in for an internship. I'm like, nigga, well, fuck that internship, nigga. I gotta get paid.
Right.
Had I known, had I even, I'm 19 years old with a kid on the way. Like, fuck that, nigga. I need $1.
Right.
I'm already DJing. I'm already doing this. I'm already been working in these studios and shit.
Right.
But had I went to actually seek some advice, you know what I mean, from somebody, I just, as a 19-year-old, I thought I knew what I was doing. I probably should have took that internship, but I didn't, brother. I didn't.
It all worked out for the best.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If I really get to telling you my little story,
Right.
Like, nigga, I should have been left Baltimore. Motherfuckers like, come out to California. Like I said, my son born. Like, yo, I can't leave my son. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. It is what it is. So anyway, straight hard to say, nigga, I love this hip hop shit. Like a motherfucker. I love talking to people, hearing their stories.
Right.
You know what I mean? No matter what it is, I do my best to keep it on the music level, you know what I mean? Or creative level.
Right.
And not get on no other shit. Because like I said, that the street shit can clash with it.
Right.
Right.
And people want to get to talking, I'm like, yo, I'm not trying to do that, bro. I'm not, you know what I mean?
Right.
This ain't that.
Right.
I ain't on that. I don't even want to talk about that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Even if that's part of your story. So I don't know. I think I answered your question.
Yeah, you did.
I think I answered.
I just always like, no matter what podcast or interview we go to, I like asking that just because y'all are important in the process as well. Like, yeah, we talk about the artists, the rappers,
Right.
Yeah, the studios and how the beats and all this, but at the end of the day, other people that also do what you do and try to perfect your craft as far as interviews, podcasts, just giving that media aspect of getting our name. Y'all the ones who get our names out there.
Brother, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's one and the same.
Right. You know what I mean? So me personally, I like asking, and I do that kind of every interview we have. Like, every time we get near the end and they say...
What's the name? Do you know the name? Do you recall the name of my shit?
Hip hop biggest fan. What do you mean?
I'm a fan.
Right.
That.
You know what I mean?
So that's why I had to think about what the name my shit rather than just such and such TV and radio.
But that's why I like asking.
Yeah.
Just because I think it's also important for people to hear not only me and his story.
But I'm a real live fan.
Right.
Like I said, yo, dog, I was about to, like I said, the radio shit, nigga, they wanted me.
Right.
But they wanted me to take an internship.
Right.
Nah, I wasn't with it.
Right.
So I would have been in the media space. I could DJ. I knew how to DJ, all that shit. Like,
it worked out when it was supposed to work out.
I kind of want to DJ again now. Nigga, I be having great ideas. I'm like, nigga, if I put what's stopping me?
No, it's not. No.
Bro, no, check this out. As to what we were saying about you being a creative. Like, that's just part of me being a creative. Like, I could just hear you. I could hear the blends and the whatever. Ain't nothing stopping me but me. Check this out. Ain't nothing stopping me but me.
You're doing a great job, bro.
Ain't nothing stopping me but me, bro.
I just like the people hearing. Yeah, we the artists. Yeah, we can tell our story here and there, whoop-de-whoop, but also y'all need to realize that this motherfucker is gonna be the one getting your name out. This is the person that's gonna promote your shit. These are the people you gotta talk to.
Yeah, that's
you know
because the world ain't gonna find you.
The world ain't gonna find you. You feel what I'm saying?
I know them motherfuckers ain't gonna find me either. Even if I was just,
you know what I'm saying? So
you know what I'm saying? Like, it take one, it take all of us.
And you never know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody that may watch this, and somebody may watch this that we know,
right?
They be like, damn, I went to such and such with him. I used to eat at the same spot as him. And then now you done made a connection to an old person that you was cool with.
Check this out.
To make this whole scheme
a motherfucker
bigger.
I went to kindergarten with, all the way up to like 5th, 6th grade, called me like a month or something ago. Like, he texted me like, who the fuck is this? It's Chris. I was like, Chris who? Like, that's a generic name. How the fuck you get my number, yo? His sister on Facebook. He said, yo, I saw your shit on YouTube. I said, yo, that's my man, Reggie, yo. I said,
You never
damn.
know. And then coincidentally, it'll be situations like that, and then the motherfucker's sister or something is the one who work at, they doing an
I'm just
intern
saying,
or
so
something.
what you saying, that shit really happened.
Right, yeah.
So
brother,
that was like,
brother,
damn.
No, brother, that shit really happened.
Yeah,
I'm just,
you know what I'm saying? So it's
Like,
so
no,
it's like,
that shit really just
I
happened.
like people
That's
knowing
what
that
fucked me
it's
up,
just
man.
not about the artist. You know what I mean? Like, I like people.
Who told him?
I want people to You feel me? Like, it can be somebody's sister. Just from somebody that we know.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
but it definitely goes all that way. And that's the point of it all. You know what I mean? Like you said, networking.
And we
that's what I was
appreciate
saying.
you.
It's
Shit,
all
I
about
appreciate
networking,
you.
man.
Money Committee, we definitely appreciate you.
You know
You're
what I
giving
mean?
us a platform for people to see us. You know what I mean? So I always like asking that question just so people can dig in a little bit. And if they want to know more, of course, hip hop's biggest fan, they can go to
that's a long story.
and look at it. You feel what I'm
I think
saying?
that's a long story if I gotta really tell my whole story.
Right.
But man, I say anything else y'all want to say before we get up out of here?
Man, like I
Tell me,
said,
don't lie.
That's the
Visual by Labor Day, if everything works out how it's supposed to.
We're gonna put it in the universe,
gonna put it in the universe.
and we're gonna put we're gonna put the work behind the faith.
Right. You know what I mean? Put the
Yeah,
work
ain't
behind the
gonna be
faith.
no
It
rushing,
ain't
man.
just,
We ain't
just
gonna rush
praying.
it,
You gotta
man.
do work with
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean?
You gotta do it right, though.
Yeah, that's the
Do it
one.
right, though.
Visuals,
I ain't rushing.
everything will definitely will be back up on like the iTunes, Spotify's, all that. We had to revamp a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just stay tuned, man.
And y'all gonna see us.
Yeah, because
y'all
motherfucker
really
told me
play-
you can make the money off the reels and shit now on the gram and on
Yeah.
the.
Well, this
Yeah.
motherfucker, he be
Well,
doing
look.
all type of shit.
I'm just telling you.
Look,
I heard like you got.
I be in tune. I be on every. Me personally, anything related to music, I be all over the page. I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, especially if you're on a level that's above where I'm at. I'm trying to get to that level. I'm following your page. I'm scrolling back a year. I want to see the progression. I want to see who you was talking to at this point.
Right.
Like, I'm that type of person on the social media. I'm like, all right, I'm going to look to see this. Oh, if this guy used to work with an executive last year, just
He
because
knows-
he's not working there no
Don't
more,
mean
don't mean
he
he don't
don't-
have no resources. So I'm following that person. Like,
Relationships
the relationships,
are very important.
networking,
They are
How long you
everything.
know?
you know what I mean? So
And everything.
y'all definitely going to start seeing our faces everywhere.
It is all who you know, but yo, keeping them relationships.
And
Matter.
and being consistent
Mm.
with it.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Mm.
So yeah, a lot of rappers and all that, they talking about being consistent in the studio and writing all that. That is a big part, but also no, that's not the only part. You still need to talk to people about marketing, promotion. You still need to.
That shit costs money.
You need to talk to people about management and media, the
Even
podcasts,
independently, you
the
gotta do what you
interviews.
can do, yeah.
Right, you know what I mean? It's still a lot of business stuff that needs to get handled
Yes, because
along
it's a music
with
business. Yes, the
with the
creating
music.
Yeah.
It's called the music business.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
It's
So
more than just recording a song.
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And honestly, if you look at the whole scale, writing a song and recording it is the
easiest
easiest
part.
part of the damn
That's
process.
that's like the 10%.
That's the 10%. The other 90,
No bullshit.
you need to start networking, looking at them resources. And just because somebody is not there at that moment, don't mean they're not still cool with that person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why we treat
Real
everybody, anybody that we do podcasts, interviews, and all this with, we treat them with the utmost respect. Just because at the end of the day, you don't know who somebody may know. You don't know who. We don't know who might be a fan of yours that might see this and like, I really like how those young men were talking and just want to tune in because he said, oh, Dirk. It might be one of the biggest Dirk fans in the country, might be working for Columbia right now or Atlantic right now, that like because he said Dirk is his favorite artist.
Yeah,
Go
but
tune
I'm
into
gonna
his
say this.
music.
I'm gonna say
You
this.
see what I'm saying?
A couple
Like,
DJs I know, like them niggas need that record, dog.
you see what I'm saying? Like,
They need that record, dog.
but we treat everybody with respect. We don't belittle nobody.
Straight
we
up,
know
yo.
every part of this process,
They need that record,
and
dog.
everybody work together.
And matter of fact, I know I done tried to send a couple joints to a couple DJs like, yo, you got to, I can't tell you what to play as a DJ, but nigga, this is hard. Like, yo, check this in. You might want to put this into your rotation.
And that's just the beginning. Like that's what I said. Stuff that we already got wrote down, all this, and we've already written this and planned
Stuff
this
that
and planned the
we didn't release
concepts of
yet.
this, man.
So
It's about to get nasty but real productive for us.
Yeah.
Like it's about to be crazy. But that's why we said we want y'all to see our face. And we want y'all to see our face because once we start releasing it, they gonna be like, man, I remember however months ago, now he was on hip hop's biggest fan, and this, and now everybody is tuning in. So
Absolutely.
visuals first, stay tuned. You're gonna see us on more stuff everywhere.
Right.
We're gonna keep writing and recording. That's automatic, but visuals, promotion, marketing, seeing us everywhere. That's the goal.
Okay.
That's it, man. Stay tuned, Money Committee, man. YR3.
Mr. Mahad.
YR3, Mr. Mahad. You're
Yes,
my
sir.
biggest fan. As I like to say, stay positive, get money. Don't go for the bullshit. Stay dangerous.
Man, say your shit again, though. Don't forget intro.
That's the outro.
Look.
No,
That intro was immaculate.
That said,
Pimps and hoes,
Pimps and
niggas
hoes.
and bitches. To all you bitches that ain't paying attention, for all the niggas I don't like, I ain't gonna mention. You had it down to a T.
You got the hardest intro.
But we like that though. I like that. I like the outro. I like the
Well,
outro.
I appreciate it.
I like
the
outro.
intro.
Yeah.
I critiqued it as such as a rhyme, as bars.
Okay.
I know how to do that too.
So I'm about to say that means that
Oh,
you
bro,
were
I
a little
know.
bit at some point in your life.
Oh,
Even
no.
if it was only for 3 months.
Bro, my little
you-
cousin had me. We dropped something in 2019 because he made music. I ain't made
I know
music.
you was talking that shit. I know. Look, you've been through some things.
It's called Partners in Crime.
Mm.
It's called Partners in Crime.
Okay.
But yeah,
You was talking some shit. I know you was.
Yeah, I was
we turn our pain into look, brother. One of my favorite lines of mine: turn our pain into power, make the game all ours. Don't share your moves with these pussy clot jealous ass cowards.
Okay.
Hip hop's biggest fan. I like that, yo. I like that.
We out this bitch.
You're a rapper.
I don't know. I am.
Report is clock.